What you're going to be seeing is what the tech controller, as described in our paper published in Chemical Education, had to do behind the scenes to run this symposium virtually. Now, it's key to remember that for this venture, what we wanted to do was allow for a public audience to view the symposium via YouTube Live and be able to submit questions in real time that we could respond to. We also wanted to make sure that what the YouTube audience was seeing was what we wanted them to see, and that during breaks, our presenters could ask the organizers any questions they needed without having the YouTube audience see those. So I'll show you how we set all of this up, as well as how we were able to do those features. So the first thing that you're seeing right now is the Open Broadcaster software. Now this is a software that is oftentimes used by professional YouTubers, and it's completely free in the version that I am showing you here. Now, I have already set up some presets. These are the exact presets that we used for the symposium, and you'll notice that these presets are held down here in the Scenes section. When you first open up OBS, you will not have these scenes, but instead you will have blank boxes here in Scenes and Sources. When you want to set up a new scene, then you hit this Add button in the Scenes selector, hit OK, and then go to the Sources plus button. This is where you will add what presentation or what screen you want to be added to this scene. So for example, if I wanted to add a screen, I'm going to go to Window Capture. I'm going to create a new, and here I'm just going to leave it as the default. Usually you should specify what you are adding. It will help you stay organized. And then I'm going to click on this little drop-down menu to select, for example, the Smart Countdown Timer. Now I can resize this timer to whatever size I want it to be, and I can also go and add another window capture. Again, not naming it here, but you should. Perhaps I want to add this image. Now, currently, you'll notice that the screen timer is behind this image I have just added. If I want to change that, I can click these up or down arrows to change the ordering of different screens. And you can play with this to get whatever experience you would like. Now, currently, anyone who may be listening through the streaming service that I'm using would not be able to hear me. That is where the audio mixer comes in. During breaks where we did not want people to hear our audio, I simply move this audio mixer down to silent. That means that no audio is getting transmitted through the streaming device. When I want to have the audience hear us, I then simply raise this up and set it to whatever preset I have decided is appropriate. This is a good thing to test beforehand with some fellow organizers so that your event will run smoothly and your audience does not have their speakers blown out. The next thing that you want to do is you will probably want to look at studio mode. Now, studio mode is where you allow yourself to set up a screen before you switch it to what the audience sees. You'll notice that in the preview, you can see this red box and this blue box around the screen timer. The program screen does not have those. So in the preview section, I can move around these different screens, and you note that this does not change the program. If I want to then change my preset, I hit Transition, and now you'll notice that that is what the audience is seeing. You can also change how quickly you switch between screens with these different option drop-downs right here. But all of this is just before you start streaming. When you want to start streaming, you will hit the Start Streaming button. Note that currently, I have not connected this to any particular streaming platform, so I will hit Stop Streaming for the moment. If you go to Settings, and you go to Stream, you will note the Stream key. If you copy and paste the Stream key, particularly noting that I'm currently specifying using YouTube, and go to my YouTube, which here I am logged into the ACS New Haven section YouTube, and I hit Go Live, then this will transport me to the YouTube studio where I can set up a live stream before I actually go live. Now here I'm going to show you how you do it from the beginning without having presets. What you just saw is a screen that will allow you to reuse previous settings that you have used, and that is incredibly helpful for the morning of an event. So let's just say that I am setting up a test. And if I want to add a description, I'll just say this is testing suite. And you can add different keywords and specify whether or not this is public, unlisted, or private. If it's unlisted, it means that only people who have a link directly to your stream can view it. Here you can also upload a thumbnail. I will not do that at this time. And you can also schedule it for later. Finally, you will have to specify if this is made for kids or not made for kids. Note that there will be additional restrictions on it if it is made for kids. So then you create stream. So notice here that I'm going to have to copy this and put this into OBS. So if I add that right there and I hit OK, then once I start streaming, this will start going into my YouTube Live. And you note here, now I have an excellent connection. So that's the YouTube Live side of things, and that is the OBS side of things. When you are ready to go live, note that this is currently telling me I'm in preview, but once I am actually ready to go live, then I can hit go live right here, and then the audience will be able to see and hear everything. Now, one final thing to note is that I have multiple scenes going on. And when I am in this studio mode in OBS, then it will change what my preview is, not what my program is. Only the transition will do this. I currently have a PowerPoint up so that if I want to transition to this PowerPoint, then now the audience is seeing this PowerPoint. And if I go to Zoom, which I am currently sharing this screen, as you can tell by the green box around it, then all of the participants in my Zoom screen can see this as well as the audience. Note that if you change the screen that you are sharing while you are still on OBS sharing this PowerPoint, that you may get some errors. So it is important to utilize your break screens. So for example, when I want to change what my Zoom members are seeing, or if I want to go into breakout rooms and switch between breakout rooms, it is incredibly helpful to hit the transition button, go to this image, and then switch back after I've already switched between breakout rooms or switched my presentation within Zoom. That way you get a smooth transition between all of what your audience is seeing. That's it. I hope you have a fantastic event utilizing OBS, Zoom, and YouTube Live.